guys, welcome to my channel. Oh my gosh, this is so... can't believe I'm doing this. This stays in. So you've decided to, or you're curious about veganism in general, and in today's video, I'm trying to guide you through the first steps in this transition that can be quite complicated and hard in the beginning, and it might feel a bit overwhelming, but let's try to break it down a little bit for you guys. So let's get started. Why would you even go on this journey? What is all the fuss about? Basically, veganism is, let's say, a philosophical stand against animal cruelty and how we should try to reduce as much as possible the harms we do to animals. And so I just want to make it clear, it's not a diet. If you want to have a plant-based diet, that's of course totally fine, power up to you and all that. It's just not what veganism is about. So in case you have any health concerns about can I thrive on a plant-based diet, you've probably already seen tons of vegan propaganda about how a plant-based diet is very healthy for you and there is no need to actually supplement a bunch of things to be healthy on this diet. If it's something you're interested in, I can definitely make a follow-up video on this and make a compilation of meta-analysis and all of that and link it down below so that you guys don't have to take my opinion on it. If you're concerned about the environment and you've heard some claims that veganism would actually be more stranding on the planet than an omnivore diet, that's totally not the case. The data and the science doesn't support that in any way. And again, if it's something you're interested in, I can make a separate video about this. I don't want to focus on it because, as I said, veganism is mostly about the welfare of animals and how we don't want to make them suffer or harm them in any way if it's not needed. So veganism, even though it's not all about the diet is a huge part of it. So one thing that you should for sure start with is going to your doctor and getting your blood tests and making sure that everything is fine. If you have any previous disease that could impact with this change of diet, as in anything, with any diet, with any different lifestyle, you should always talk to your healthcare professional and make sure that this is something that won't impact your health in any way. So if you're looking for a free online resource or you don't know exactly, okay, but what am I going to make? Where can I get support? Challenge 22 and Dr. Gregor are great online resources. It's a mail newsletter and there's also a Facebook group where you can post all your questions, get a lot of information about how to transition and change your diet in a safe and healthy way. So that would be definitely what I would start by recommending, and I can link both of those things down below so that you can check them out for yourself. So a lot of the time people think, oh, but what am I going to eat? I will have nothing to eat now because I can't feed myself on salads. That is definitely true. Please don't do that. What I did in my personal journey is I did the same dish that I was already cooking and I just added vegan on top of it, or I just took whatever it was, the animal product, and just replace it with the vegan product. So if it had cream, I used vegan cream. If it had milk, vegan milk. If it was meat, I would use lentils or soy or a fake meat, whatever it is. And you can maintain the same flavors because most of the times dishes are based on the spice or the way it is cooked and not necessarily on the animal product that is in it. But in any ways, if you want some inspiration for new dishes or if you actually want to take this as a challenge and looking for new different ways and new different recipes or new flavors that you haven't tried, Fit Mind and Pickup Limes make great vegan, easy recipes, and I would definitely recommend both their channels. Many people say that one of the hardest parts is how to communicate to your loved ones that now you made this transition and maybe you have this Christmas recipe or any festivity that you might celebrate as a family that involves meat. So how do you handle the situation? So normally it's always easier to start with your friends, and what you just say is just like, hey, I made this decision. This is how I will be. The basic advice is just pre-plan. Just talk to the people that you're going to meet beforehand. Say that this is what you're going to do, and what you can do is, for example, invite them over and have them try your vegan food and make them not think and debunk this idea that vegan food is bad. That's one way. If you're going out, just try to suggest a place that is vegan or offers vegan options that you're curious to try, and it's a good experience for everyone. If it's something at a friend's house or family's place or Christmas or anything, you can always just make the vegan version of the dish that you traditionally eat and just bring it and share it with your family and say, this is what I made for Christmas, this is what I made for Easter, I don't know, whatever festivity you might celebrate. That's always a good way to demystify the whole thing around veganism, food being bad. So let's say you're traveling to a city, to a new country, and you don't know the restaurants, you don't know the culture, and you don't know where to go. Or maybe your friends already booked a place and it doesn't really have vegan options. What can you do in these situations? So with the case of a friend, you can always call the restaurant and ask them if it's okay for them to provide you for a vegan meal. Normally they're more than happy to do so. Sometimes they already have a dish that is easily convertible. So you just don't put any cheese or the cream, and then you'll have a meal there. Just let them know beforehand and make sure that that's something they can provide. When you're in a new city, one thing that you can do is use Happy Cow, which is a website that's free to use, and you can try to find restaurants or places that offer vegan options on the area that you're currently located in. The only problem with Happy Cow is that since it is only based on user reviews, sometimes it's not the most up-to-date data, but in any case, it really is a lifesaver in most places, especially major cities. If that doesn't work, you can always use Google Maps and just type vegan restaurants, and it will give you restaurants that are in your radius that might have a vegan option, or that a vegan person already went there and left a review and said there was something that was provided to them. Worst case scenario, there's always the option of carrying your own food. When I travel to somewhere else, I sometimes take snacks from my own country because they're vegan and I already know, and then that's the case for that. You can, of course, always go to a supermarket and get fruits and vegetables and lentils and all of those legumes, because most countries offer that in the supermarkets, so it's not really an issue. Or you can just take chips. Let's be honest, you can just take chips. So basically, it's just, as the previous point, it's all about pre-planning, thinking about where you're going. Sometimes, like, seeing in the area already, you can search in Happy Cow beforehand or in Google Maps beforehand the city that you're going to be staying in. What do they offer? What do they have? Do I need to carry something else with me? As if you would go to any vacation and you pre-plan your outfits. That's basically the same. So one place to start, of course, is talking to your friends and family and explaining why you're doing this shift, not in a preachy way, not trying to convince them of anything, but why you personally want to make this shift in your life. If you need support from other vegans, there's tons of communities, both on Reddit, Discord. There's tons of YouTube videos about this, communities that are really large and big, and those are the places where you can start. I can also link some down below. So of course, having support and a community that supports your decision is always nice and great. It's just always try to keep in mind, who are you doing this for? Like the animals that are suffering in this industry, and those are the victims that you should keep in mind throughout. Thanks for watching my first video, and if this is something you are interested in watching more of, just let me know down below. Give me a review, give me some feedback. Of course, share your challenges and maybe different tips that you have for the same challenges, how you dealt with that if you're already a vegan for long. So yeah, let me know.